Welcome to the channel and the almost free to play series. Okay, we are on day, I'm going to say 11. I feel like it's day 11. Daily Roggins. We're on day 11 of this account, and we've had some amazing things happen. I'm super excited to share it with you. First of all, I did learn a lesson. I'm not going to pull any more shards, even ancient shards, when I'm not directly filming on these videos, because my reaction was probably pretty big because I love this champion and I pulled another good one. And who I pulled? None other than Dark Elhane. Obviously into Ice Golem, she's amazing because she has this passive where she hits with her A2, which really smacks. It's an AoE every time she gets hit with freeze, but she's also really good into arena. Not only when you're facing ice champions, but early on, she can just smack because she's just a really strong nuker. And then she destroys max HP, useful in a couple of niche places. Super excited about her. The other thing that I was able to pull off was right here in the Plarium points. You see, notice that it's changed. I was able to get Morag already. And the way I was able to get Morag is I spent the $15 to buy the beginner pass. So you get that credit for that little bit of spend. And then in the promo codes, I used the code PP500, which gives you 500 of the Plarium points. And then I literally barely had enough time to sit down, and it was a tournament actually. And then I sit down and was able to grind out this tournament. And by placing second in this tournament, right here, I got 50 more Plarium points, put me over the top, so we got Morag. I literally just claimed her and did all that stuff. I forgot to hit record on this, otherwise you guys would have got to see it, but I genuinely just did that 5 minutes ago. Super excited about both of those champions. I think Morag's going to, with her ally attack and stuff, is just going to really open the door and take up my clan boss damage. I'm still only one keying the first two dungeons. The third one, I can almost get to the first chest. I just haven't spent the time and energy to really get the champions geared out, because I just don't have the gear, and just because I made some other decisions to do some other things earlier on. Now we are in a personal clan versus clan, and I am doing pretty well into it. The clan's doing decently well. I mean, we're not knocking it out of the park, but personally, well, I'm not doing too bad. I'll definitely max it by the time it's over. And the reason I can say that is I still haven't pulled my my Artor. I don't know for sure that I'm going to. If I need to help the clan or to help my own personal points, I'll pull him. I can't think of a place I'm just dying to use Artorian. And I'm not saying he doesn't have usefulness and that he's not a great champion and all that, because I just, he's definitely hits. I've seen him do some good smacking on an early account like this. He's going to be in a good spot, but I just don't. I need a team that I can kind of slot him into before I want to use him. And right now, just sitting here thinking about it, or, for the last like 12, 13 hours, I wasn't able to really think of a place where I'm like, oh man, I really want to slot him in there and use him at this point. So I'm going to see where I end up and where I decide I need him. And then I'll just pull him if I need to, before the clan versus clan is over. If not, I kind of want to save him for when we have a hero chase going on. It's a ton of points, and it's free points. He's already sitting there, so he might be better served to help us do like a future fusion or something like that. He's probably gonna have better utility for that than the harm he'll do to this account by waiting a week or two, 3, whatever, before I pull him. My opinion on that might change. I'll watch some videos and I'll really put some thought into it. The other thing that I was able to pull off recently, and I've been planning for this and stocking up on it and doing what I need to do to make sure I had enough food saved up, and it's part of the reason I have so much champions. Again, I just did this off video while I thought I was recording. My Tagore just hit 6-star. I also had the stuff to ascend him, So I haven't even been able to put him into a team, run anything with him. I could just dump potions into him, but I'd like to save some silver, because I was short 1 5-star, so I had to take a bunch of like 3 stars and 4 stars, and I ended up using a bunch of potions to get him leveled up, or brews, or whatever they're called. Potions, brews, whatever. I had to use these to get him all, or to get that last 5 star to take him up. So I would like to use some silver. I do have one of those the barrels. Yeah, I do have one of the XP barrels to instantly take a champion to their highest possible level. But they cost 500,000 silver, and that is just so much silver. Like half my silver. I just don't know if it's super worth it right now. So that's what's going on with the champions. I'm ecstatic because I think between Geomancer and Dark Elhain and the Morag, we've really just unlocked a whole lot in the dungeons, and I'm going to be able to really push forward and make big progress on these as I put some builds together, and that's going to be the next thing. I am sitting on, I'm sitting on a 3 hour refill. So I'm gonna get the builds together, get them put together in the fitting room, save the builds, click this, and then I'm gonna rebuild everybody according to the gear I have, because I was able to do a little bit of polling in the forge pass, or not the forge pass, in the forge. So we do have some gear built. We didn't get anything like super amazing or anything like that, but we do have some gear accumulating here that I need to kind of go through, really, drop some ranks into it, figure out what's going on. But I'm real hesitant. On maybe hesitant's not the right word. I'm real skeptical about when I should do this. I don't know what the word is. I'm kind of hesitant, I guess, to figure out when I need to do this. See, we pulled a bunch of there, and we did get a bunch of good perception gear again. Well, not good perception gear, but we did get some perception gear. I'm real hesitant to do that because we have a gear enhancement coming up. And if you look, we have 18 hours for the gear enhancement, and my refit's only for 3 hours. So I'm going to really have to look at where I can... I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I don't want to cost myself when it comes to the gear enhancement so that I have to enhance a bunch of stuff that I don't want to wear. And I don't know what I'm going to do there or how I'm going to approach it, but that event coming up and not wanting to waste all the silver at the same time is kind of a thing. But other than that, yeah, we're making fairly good progress. The dragon tournament, I did run dragon I think twice, something like that, because it is speed gear right now. I didn't get anything to mention, or of mention, but I had to do it for a quest down here for the advanced quest. I had to run a dungeon a couple of times, so might as well do it there. Let's see what else we had going on. So that's about it. Now, as far as dungeon advancement goes, I did get my Tagore up to 6-star, but I'm also gonna be, which is pretty good for day 11. Usually the average is about 1 a week. Obviously, buying that the beginner pass helps that out. I'm not gonna play like it didn't, but I've made it a decent little click into the Nightmare campaign. And I think now that Tagore 6-star, I'm going to be able to push far enough in this that I will be able to grab the 5-star chickens that's offered later on down this road. So I may take some of this energy we have coming from the CVC and push this all the way up as I level Tagore, and try to get those 5-star chickens so that we can probably, I'm feeling like we can get our third one coming up really soon. Missions right here. I really didn't want to do. I had Tagore ready yesterday, or the food. I knew I had the food yesterday. I didn't want to take him up to 6-star outside of the CVC. One, because it's a personal rewards, and two, just I wanted to help out my clan. So I missed this. It's closed, so I'm gonna have to wait a day or two for that to open back up. And then I did have, I don't know if I already brought this up, I did put 1 level into this. We're getting close to being able to take up another one, which I'm happy about. Dungeons, I really haven't made any progress from the last video in any of the dungeons that is to speak of. I think I mentioned it last video, but I did get this up to 15. So we can't hit that. We're not breaking any records on it. Of course, Dragon, all these are just sitting around 13. I think they're actually all at 13 is where they're at. Now, we did go up a level, and I'm going to hit this. I'll probably hit this level today-ish, early tomorrow. So we will be able to unlock this. The Altar of Souls, that's kind of going to be big, so that'll be another power spike. So I think we're sitting in a really good place. That's, I guess, where it's at. Again, Morag and Dark Ethel. Elhain. Oof. Struggling today. Dark Elhain. If you didn't know, I literally do have brain damage, so I do stumble on my words a bit. It is what it is. We just have to kind of press forward. That's where the account's at. I think the decision to spend the $20 versus not spending is huge. There was some comments and discussion about whether or not I should bump it up to 30 so that I can get the Forge Pass plus the gems, the monthly gems. I don't think that's a horrible idea. We may approach that. If you have an opinion on it, drop a comment down below. How much do you spend on this game, right? Do you feel like $20 is about where you spend? Do you feel $30 is more realistic? And I know that there's some people spending thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars, and that's. But I'm looking to get kind of an opinion to people that maybe just kind of casually drop them a few dollars here and there and how they feel about it. Because I do feel like those are both the best value for the money spent. My original thought kind of was that the Forge Pass lasts for 6 weeks. So there's going to be times when you can buy the Forge Pass, the next month buy the Gem Pass, and then the Forge Pass, right? So I think I would be able to alternate every other month doing it that way. The math probably isn't perfect for that, but I think that's a pretty close assessment. Maybe I'm not realistic about that. Maybe we should just bump it up to $30 and roll with that. But I would like to hear everybody's opinions on what they normally spend, because that was kind of the whole point of this, is that everybody does free-to-play accounts. This is like how much faster, how well can you run, on a budget, on a small budget. And then the budget ones that I've seen are much larger. And then you have, guys like Ash and Big Papa doing, thousands of dollars and just, ridiculous amounts of money on the game. So we have the range, and I really wanted to be in that really small budget area. So I don't feel like $30 violates the spirit, but maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you watching. We will see you next time, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.